Okay. Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to hashtag AskFYE Google Hangout. Today's topic is all about parking. Some of you submitted questions during Bingo Bound about things you wanted to know more about how to commute to campus, ways to make parking easier. So here to answer all of your questions is Damian Rubin, Assistant Director of LSU Parking Services.
Hey guys, how's it going?
To start things off, can you tell us a little bit about you and what your role is at Parking Services?
Absolutely. So I am the assistant director over at parking. I primarily oversee the parking service area and operations. I am the guy that replies to the complaints or feedback that we receive from you all as students. Faculty, staff members are included in this as well. We are looking to just enhance parking for you as a commuter student. So I am that person filling those things and the appeals process, all that good stuff.
Fun. So what's something fun about yourself about the Office of Parking?
Okay, well, I think I'm a pretty fun guy, but I'll keep it fun about parking. Something that I don't think most people know is that parking was originally in Pleasant Hall. That's where the office was located. And it moved from Pleasant Hall in the early 90s over to the public safety building where, we're currently housed, and we share the building with LSU PD. So we definitely promote safety. And if you're ever in that area on that South Stadium Drive, come in and see us. We'll clarify things for you, answer any questions you may have.
Interesting. So before we start diving into the parking questions, anyone following along, make sure if you have any additional questions that pop up to tweet us using hashtag AskFYE, and Damian will answer those questions as they come into our stream.
Yes.
So I guess the first parking question we have is, when is the best place and time to find a parking spot?
Well, of course, it depends. What I normally recommend, though, for commuter students is really you have to know where your classes are. Where is it that you're trying to get? Do keep in mind that LSU is a walking campus. Primarily most of our commuter lots are on the outskirts of our campus. What I tend to recommend to students if they're looking for a guaranteed parking space would be something along Skip Bertman Road, the cow pasture lot, Olympic Park parking lot, anything across that track on Skip Bertman Road at any given time throughout the day. I would definitely not recommend you drive around longer than 10 minutes looking for a parking space. If you're driving around longer than 10 minutes, then give us a call and we will help you find the closest parking available for the area that you're trying to access.
Perfect. So things get a little hectic. They fill up kind of after the morning. So what do you suggest is a good place for people who have afternoon classes?
For afternoon classes, it also depends, but really and truly at 4:30 our zone parking it ends, so students are able to park in other areas that are perhaps closer to their classes, like more centrally located. But I would recommend the Ag Center parking lot at the corner of Highland and South Stadium Road. That's a good parking lot. I would also recommend maybe the North UREC student lot as well, near the UREC, of course, and behind East Campus Apartments. Those are areas that I would recommend for those afternoon, evening classes.
Okay. Where's the closest commuter lot to Middleton Library located?
For Middleton Library, that would be the Hard lot, it's the North Kirby Smith lot, sorry. We actually use that lot for both commuters and residents. So that's a zone that is available for both of those driver types. I would recommend that area for Middleton Library. And of course, do consider the parking garage that is available for you all as well. That's located across the street from the student union. It's adjacent to the Barnes and Noble. You do have to feed those meters if you park in those metered spaces, though. Keep that in mind. It's $1.50 per hour.
Okay. Where's the best place to park for a night class?
For a night class, safety, we promote safety. I would recommend those kind of closer lots, the Ag Center lot. Do keep in mind that, again, zone parking is lifted after 4:30, so you could possibly find a parking space located in the central parts of campus. I do have a map with me, but of course you all can refer to the map online on our website. If you look at the map, observe the red areas. Those are the central parts of campus. So if if it's available and you're able to access those areas during those evening times, then I would recommend that. I would also like to encourage you all to take advantage of our campus transit shuttle service that runs Monday through Friday, well, actually Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week. Are just different times when the university may not be in session, but we do promote you all to use campus transit, so you could contact the dispatch. They'll send someone to pick you up from where you're located, and it'll actually drive you out. So say, for example, you have an evening class, but you arrived to campus much earlier on during the day and you parked out in one of those further out commuter lots. You can contact campus transit. They'll pick you up from where you're located and drive you to your vehicle in that further out commuter lot. So do take advantage of campus transit.
So you mentioned the map. A lot of students wanted to know if there was one map that highlighted a commuter zone or has a clear outline of each zone. Students can access the map, and also where is the best place for them to park.
Okay, so I do have a map printed with me, but we have it available on our website. I'll do my best to hold this up for you all. But if you see, it is based on different colors. You see the map legend right here. And it just breaks up the different zones. So you see zone 1, it appears in blue, and it also corresponds to your parking permit that you have that we encourage you to display on your vehicles at all times while you're parked on the campus. So if you're just checking out this map, again, you can access it on our website. Our URL is www.lsu.edu/parking, and you would click on maps. It's the campus parking map for 2015-2016, and these are the different zones, and they're highlighted here. So we have commuter, blue. The next one is this magenta color reserved for our Greek students living in fraternity and sorority houses. Then we have the residential zone that appears in green, and we have the law zone that appears in purple. And of course, that law zone is really for our law students over at the Law Center.
Okay, thanks. What do you suggest is the best route to campus in the morning and then leaving campus in the afternoon?
Again, that depends. If you have classes though on the west side of campus, I would probably recommend like River Road and Nicholson Extension. River Road doesn't have that much traffic on it, and it's easier for you to kind of circle around the outer skirts of campus. And again, that's where a lot of our commuter lots are located. So if you have classes on the west side of campus, I would recommend that River Road area coming down Skip Bertman. Of course, you could access those parking lots that I recommended earlier. If you are on the other side of campus, I would recommend Stanford, just those types of areas. Coming up Dalrymple, in Lakeshore.
Okay. Is there an app that shows availability of parking spots on campus throughout the day? If there isn't, what's the best way to access this information? Is it through Twitter or other social media?
At this time, we do not have an app that would have that type of information, but we are looking, just to enhance the services and the technology that we have we have access to, rather, sorry. And, so we are looking at some type of app to include that information. There is the LSU mobile app. And so we're looking also to maybe work with that group who manages and oversees that application to get more parking related information included in there. In regards to tweets, social media, we are now a little more active on Twitter. We have myself and then a group of students who kind of oversee that. So we do what we can to get that information out to you all, especially to let you know when lots are reserved for different events. I know that we had a snafu earlier this semester with the Career Expo. We failed to mention to you all that a significant number of spaces were reserved in that old Alex Box Stadium lot. And I know that a lot of you commuter students were frustrated. We felt it, we saw it. I was frustrated for you all, and I was a little disappointed that we didn't reach out to you all. So we are definitely making a very strong effort to reach out through Twitter. We're going to redo our Facebook, and we're going to have a new website coming along soon as well. So.
All right, awesome. What are some of the common parking violations that occur on campus, and what are the fines?
Common parking violations would probably include out of zone parking, students not parking in their proper zone. Again, I would encourage you all to refer to the map that we have available on our website. You can also stop in our building to get a map from us. But parking in the incorrect zone or not feeding a meter whenever you're parked in a metered space, like in the parking garage, even though you have a hang tag, if you're parked in a metered space, citations that we tend to issue to our students.
Okay. What do you suggest students do if they do get charged or fined? How do they take care of it, kind of resolve the problem?
They are able to resolve those tickets in their MyLSU account. You would access, I believe it's financial services and billing statement, and the charge for the ticket would appear there. You all can complete the payment with the online bank draft or a credit card with the 2.5% processing fee, or you can come to our office in the public safety the payment. And we are available in our office Monday through Friday between the hours of 8 a.m. and 4:15 p.m. 4:15, so that's 1:5 p.m. in the afternoon.
So we have a specific question about parking spots located next to the student union.
Okay.
Is there any close commuter lots?
The closest commuter lot to the student union would probably be the Ag Center parking lot, again at the corner of Highland and South Stadium. I would also recommend the North UREC lot behind East Campus Apartments, and do take advantage of the parking garage. We responded to the students from surveys that were conducted from parking many years ago, and we felt the need to install a parking garage. So that was placed there. We do have reserved parking for students who are selected in that lottery that we run at the end of each summer. But we have metered spaces available in the parking garage. So you all can take advantage of that. Just do your part and feed the meter. It's $1.50 per hour. And the machines run from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m.
Okay. We have another specific question about biology majors.
Biology majors tend to meet in like the life sciences building and the chemical materials building. So again, I would recommend that Ag Center parking lot. You all can see that's a very popular area. I recommend that one though, because that's centrally located, particularly for our biology majors. In addition to that, I would recommend the X175 lot. That's off of Highland in Nicholson Drive Extension. I would also recommend X109. That's across from the BEC. That's fairly close to those buildings in that area as well, particularly for our commuter students. So do take advantage of those areas.
Does LSU have a DMV? And if not, where is the closest one to campus located?
LSU does not have a DMV, but I believe the closest one that I would recommend to you all is on Independence Boulevard. It's across the street from a very nice botanical garden. So, I know sometimes the DMV experience can be quite stressful. So if you are kind of stressed out standing in the line for a long time, you can go across the street to the botanical gardens once you're done. But that's on Independence Boulevard. Back to your question. Just sharing personal stuff.
A lot of commuter students requested more lots for commuter parking. Is that something you foresee happening in the near future?
Definitely. LSU is growing. President Alexander says that all the time. We've recently accepted a very large number of students. So we do plan on adding additional commuter parking spaces, or parking structures rather. I would like to share with you all that we have the most parking spaces in commuter zones out of any other zone on the campus. The thing is that a lot of you all tend to park in the more centrally located commuter areas. Again, LSU was designed to be a walking campus, so do take advantage of those other commuter zones that are just kind of further out. Again, you can refer to the map online, or you can come by our office and we'll help you out and show you where those areas are.
Okay. So moving on to bus questions. Can you give a brief run through of how to use the LSU bus system on campus from the perspective of a student?
Absolutely. I would recommend you identify where it is that you're trying to get, where your class is located, the time of day that you're trying to travel. After that, I would recommend reviewing the website. So the Tiger Trails website, you could actually access it from the parking website as well. There's a link directly from our page. But just review those different routes that we have available. And also in the LSU mobile app, we have this extension called Transloc, and it actually shows you all where the buses are traveling. It provides a real-time visualization of where the buses are located, how they're moving along the streets, and they actually drop the students off right in front of the manship school. So I do encourage taking advantage of the bus route, but identify where is it that you're trying to get, and then plan out your route accordingly.
Okay. When do the buses stop running, and where's the last stop?
The daytime bus schedule, it goes from 7 a.m. until 6 p.m., but we also offer evening shuttles as well. There are various places where it ends, but to my knowledge, it would be in front of the manship school and like that lock-in area on Fieldhouse Drive.
Okay. Is there a bus that will take commuter students to and from football games on Saturday?
Not specifically commuter students. There may be a shuttle that's operated by a Capital Area Transit System that operates, and so if folks are parked near the underpass downtown, it would shuttle them into the campus. But at this time, we do not have a shuttle that specifically caters to commuter students on game days.
Okay. So what is your advice to commuter students who do drive to campus on game days?
I would encourage the students to review the special event parking map. We have that one available on our website for football, and it's on its own little link. So if you go to our homepage, you would see it on the left-hand side. Just be familiar with it. You definitely should park in those areas that are identified as being open to the public, because with special event parking, we actually work very closely with athletics, and they pre-sale these parking lots, and they're considered reserved for these ticket holders that are attending the game. So for our commuter students, I would encourage you to just be familiar with where the free parking is located. I personally would recommend taking advantage of areas on towards the east side of campus, like the North UREC lot. That's a good one. The Ag Center lot, again, that's one that's open to the public. And just really being familiar with where those public access lots are available for you all at no cost, might I add. I know for a fact we have some off of River Road near the vet school. So like the cow pasture lot, the levee lot, those are some good areas that I would recommend to our commuter students who are coming to the campus for game day. And I also encourage carpooling, or you could walk if you live close by, but be safe at all times and travel in groups.
So I know you mentioned the CAT bus system during game days. How does the CATS bus work during school hours? Is there inter-campus transportation? And do you know if there's a way to find out how much it costs and travel time?
Absolutely. So the Capital Area Transit bus system, it doesn't per se run through the central parts of campus. Well, we reserve that just for our Tiger Trails bus service, but the Capital Area Transit bus runs on Highland Street, Highland Road, Highland, and students are able to get on that bus by presenting their Tiger card, and at no cost. I would encourage you all to check out their routes available on their website. It's brcats.com, and they have their different routes and scheduled pickup times and departure times as well. And there's a centralized hub available near the downtown area as well. In the event that you would have to transfer to get onto another bus, say you were traveling to go to Blue Bayou or somewhere like the Mall of Louisiana, you may have to transfer. So I would encourage the students to check it out at their website, but no cost for riding that bus when you present your Tiger card.
Okay. And so to wrap things up, what is the one thing you wish students knew about parking on campus, and what tip or advice would you give to commuter students to make that commute an easier one?
There's a lot of information that I would love to share with you all. So I guess the main tip is know that we are parking and transportation services. We are here to assist you while you're here as a Tiger. We want you to be successful. We want you to get to class on time, and we want to see you succeed. So if there's ever a time where you have questions or you're uncertain on where you should park or how you can access a certain area, please do not hesitate to reach out to us because we are here to provide assistance to you.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Damien, for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. If you want to review the video, we'll have it on our website soon. And don't forget to tune in to our next Google Hangout on October 7th, same time, same place, and we'll see you then.
Go Tigers.